Hey everybody, it's a beautiful day in Grand Junction, Colorado. And so we are down here in the bathroom, obviously. So this is the one we demoed here not too long ago with the beautiful brown tile that we took out. And we are at the bases where we are starting to put the shower pan all back together again. Now it's a custom pan. And we had a friend back in Missouri go, hey, we want to take our 36 by 36 shower and build a custom 36 by 60. And she's like, I want step-by-step instructions. I don't know if I can do that exactly, but I'm going to sure try to help you out here. So we're going to do a little go-through on how this all goes together, the basis of how a shower pan works. And then the best thing I recommend, if you guys are wanting to try to do this yourself, if you want to install one yourself, Google. There are lots and lots of videos of how to do these. That guys really do the fast-forward motion stuff, so they'll do a step, fast-forward to the next step, and really lay it out for you really well. There's a bunch of different techniques too that everybody uses, and so watch a couple videos and figure out the technique that looks the best for you and that you think you can handle if you want to try to tackle this yourself, and go from there. But we're going to run through the basis of it all today.
Do you want to cover kind of what we've done already as well?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. So now we're doing this, and there's going to be some guys out there that are going to tell you this is the old-fashioned way, and it is. I wouldn't call it old-fashioned. What do they call that? Old-timers way, I guess. I don't know. But it works. And the reason why we're going to do it this way, and there's some new technologies out there too, and I'll explain that here in a little bit. This is a concrete floor. We're on in a basement. And so our drain was pretty much already set in place, and we're pretty much stuck with where it was at. So there was no chance of getting one of these new custom-built shower pans that we can drop in there that you tile over. So, and I'll explain those here in a minute. Those might be the right options for a lot of people. But so the first thing, if you're doing this on a wood floor house, like a subfloor, like upstairs, the first thing you want to do is put down some felt paper. I just use felt paper, roofing felt paper, some 15-pound paper, and you lay that down on the plywood first. And that basically keeps the concrete from absorbing into the wood, and basically the wood sucking all the water out of the concrete and causing it to dry too fast, or water getting into the wood from the concrete itself and ruining the subfloor. So you want to put a protective barrier between that. Since we don't have that, we went straight onto the concrete. We're good to go. So the first thing we did, obviously, was we formed up our wall here, and we formed up our seat, as you can see right here. It's just basically boxed in wood. We wrapped it here and here. And then the other thing we did, and this is important, guys.
Hi, Kim.
Hey.
Kim's watching.
Kim's watching. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Dustin's running the camera, everybody, if you didn't figure that out.
Hi, guys.
So, one of the things you're going to do, if you're doing a wood frame construction, right here, you see these blocks here? We got it here, we got it here, we got it right here. We probably need to add one right here, actually. We're kind of stuck with not being able to add one here or here because of the plumbing. But the reason why you add that...
And they're behind the seat as well. I mean, there's 2x6s on the bottom.
Yeah, and then we got this whole sheet of plywood. And the reason you do that is so when you lay down your liner... So when you're doing the framing, you want to do that while you're there. And the reason you do that is so when you lay down your liner, it has somewhere to roll up against. Like that. And doesn't fall into the wall cavity. So the first thing we did, after we got the framing all done, and we got this is our seal plate right here. And it's concrete, it's anchored to the concrete and then stacked up. We did our first layer of concrete. Actually, the first thing I did, I should say, is I set my drain. And what I did was I came in, I measured off the concrete, and that is set about an inch high. And then I want some drainage down, so I figured out 1.5 inches, so another 1/2 inch extra. I went around the whole thing, and I marked a pencil mark. Now here we got the luxury of, we have the subfloor, or the wall plate, so it's 1.5 inches tall, so just width of that, and that's good. And that gives me drainage. And you guys have a little 2-foot level or something like this, something small, maybe even smaller, like a torpedo level, so you can just kind of hold it there like that. You can see I got drainage, and it's relatively flat all the way through there. No humps, no dips. You can kind of move that around and see I pretty much got it. A little bit of hump right there. We can work that out in the next layer, but that actually
this is just a pre-layer.
Pre-layer, yeah. But
Just
still
to
want to
help
get that drainage going
in case
down.
something gets underneath this membrane and the next layer of concrete, you want
It'll
this.
run to this point.
Yep.
And so we pretty much got it yesterday when we did it with the level. So now, the next thing we do is we got this membrane. And you're just going to lay that in here. This is where it gets fun. Just try to get tucked up into these corners, guys. Let's see where we're at. We're just going to kind of explain this here to you guys. We're not actually going to do it. Now we're going up against concrete, so what we got to do here now is we're going to have to glue this to the concrete in the end. Most people won't ever have this problem. They'll be going up against wood. But we're going to glue this to the concrete, and then we're going to come in with
water membrane.
A water membrane. It's a paint-on product, basically. And we're going to paint all of this, and that's going to seal this concrete up, and then we can stick the tile directly on top of that. So we're going to do that and seal all that up nice and tight.
You can also glue a Durock on that as well, but then you're losing a 1/2-inch thickness in your shower. So
yeah, you could do that too. You could glue that on there if you want it to. We're going to go ahead and do the membrane and paint that on there and try to seal it up. And we're going to do that very last after we get the tile board all here and here, and that way we can just paint right up onto the tile board a little bit. It's not going to hurt it. There's no point in painting the wood, you know. So once you get this in place, you kind of get figured up, then you're just going to start tucking these corners up. You do not want to cut the corners out, guys. You just want to fold it like you're wrapping a backwards Christmas gift here, which is no fun here. Still, I cannot wrap a Christmas gift, so this is always a challenge for me. There we go. So there you go. So when you're done, it's going to look something like that. There you go. And then what I'll do is up high, I'll just take a screw or a roofing nail or something like that and just tack this up just to hold it up high, though, not close. The higher up you can get, the better. And I'll just tack that right there. Same over here. Here we're going to wrap it over the top of this. When it's all said and done, we're going to bring it on over. And this is going to get concrete board on top of it as well. Okay? So once you get this up right here, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to come in with your concrete board. There's different varieties of concrete board. There's Hardy board. There's Wonder board. What's that other stuff called? Go board.
Go board. This is
what I call the original Hardy board.
Durock.
James brand. And we're gonna Durock, yeah. And we're gonna put all that up. And we're gonna bring it right down over top of the seal here on all sides, except for that side.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we get that done, we're going to be ready to pour our final layer of concrete in there. Now the other thing that you're going to have too is
your final drain.
This is the drain. So this is the top plate. If you saw it down here, you see it's got one nice little bolt that just snaps on like that. Let me get all the crap out of the way there. It just drops in,
twist
and locks, and then tighten the nuts down. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut, when you have this in place, you're just going to cut it, push it down inside there, cut around the nuts just enough so you can get this on there, and twist it and lock it, and then tighten it down. That's going to clamp this membrane down to the drain. Then once you do that, this is going to be sitting inside there like that. You're going to take this bad boy right here. This is going to sit your final grade right here. So you're going to take that, and you're going to screw this down in there.
Let's see if I can't give you guys a level shot of what he's doing, so that way you can kind of see
well,
the
I'm
height.
trying to get the screw, but it's not being totally cooperative. There it goes. And you're just going to screw that down in there to wherever you want your final grade to be. So that is going to be, let's just say we go to there. That's going to be the bottom of the shower pan. Now everything up from there is going to taper up. And that's how we're going to get our grade. Now here's the other thing to remember, guys.
You
drop down the thickness of your tile, plus a little bit for your mortar.
But see, that's the nice thing about the way it twists and twists up. Like, you have that adjustability.
You can adjust it.
Just in case you were off just a little bit with your height.
Yep.
The top part drain will go up and down to get the height of your tile to where it's flush with your tile.
Try to get it right on the first sit, because sometimes if you pack mud in there, it's very hard to turn. It's not friendly. So try to get it as close to sit as possible on the first try. But if you do need to adjust it a little bit, you can. You got that option. So that's that. Now we got a seat going in here, guys. as you can see. And what's going to happen is we're going to have this product running up here like this, like that. And we got some more sitting out there. And we're basically going to do the same. We're going to have this sitting here, but we're going to bring in the next rubber liner. I'm going to run up the wall here, over and down the seat, up the sides a little bit, and then we're going to put Durarock on top of that. And we will be poking some holes through it, obviously. Oh, if you if you do build a custom wood box seat like this, guys, one important thing: slope it. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's not a lot. See, it's about a 1/4 inch for that 14-inch run, but it is sloped. The last thing you want to do is have water puddling back here in the corner. So
We
slope
sloped it
down.
the other way too. We sloped it
Yeah,
to
it
where
does
it
have a
runs.
little bit of slope that way, so everything's going to run to this corner and run off. So, just a little bit that way.
I mean,
You don't necessarily have to do that, but mainly slope it
Slope it
away
with-
from the back wall off into the pan. You definitely want to make sure you get that done, guys. That's the most important thing. Otherwise, you're just going to have a big wet spot here that holds water. So definitely make sure you get sloping on there. That's an important thing. I don't say it, so I usually just do it without thinking about it. So I want to say it while I'm thinking about it right now. Make sure you put some slope on that. The main thing about a shower, guys, is you want everything to flow down to
To
that
the drain.
drain. Yep. You don't want to have puddling over here or there or anything like that. Anything where it puddles in the corners and stuff like that is a spot where it can potentially leak through and eventually get to
And mold. You got mold issues of
Mhm.
standing water
Yep.
and everything else.
Yeah, it'll stain your route eventually over time. So you want to make sure you get as much. Now, obviously, depending on what floor you're using. Like,
Not only is it standing water, you got soap, you got shampoo.
did somebody just try to call? Are we still live?
You were still alive.
Okay.
So
Sorry
we had
about
to
that.
hesitate.
Somebody just called. Please don't call. All right. Apparently, other people are trying to call us. So
That
we're
was
gonna...
Kim, who's
Yeah.
watching.
Nice. So hopefully we're still going. I hope.
We're still alive.
We're still live? All right, awesome. I'm going to have to invest in another phone just to make live videos, it looks like.
My phone.
Yeah. So anyhow, let's see, where were we at? I think we're about covered the bases of it. So that's pretty much the basics of how the shower goes together. Once you get your final coat of concrete in on top of this, then you're going to be ready to sit your tile. It's a little hard to do this. It's good if you could sit the floor first, then bring all the wall tile down to it. It's a little hard to do that depending on what you're using on the floor sometimes, because if you're doing the wall tile and you already got your floor sit, then you're making a real big mess. So sometimes what we'll do is we'll run the wall tile down to about the last row of tile here and stop, and then we'll sit our floor, and then we'll just fill in the wall right behind it as we go. So that's an option too that you have, so you can get going. Now this is going to be a little interesting because we got square full seat here to do. We got to wrap around. We're going to bring the tile out to here and over, and this is going to get glass here and a glass door here eventually.
Oh, where's the glass going again? Sorry.
Oh,
So-
that's good. We're going to have glass like right here somehow. Just kind of roughing it. And then a glass door that's going to be hinged over here, swinging out that way. So.
The other thing you got to be mindful is where the toilet's at and how far it's coming out
Oh yeah.
for the glass door. So
Yeah,
that way
if you're
that
a
glass
small-
door does not hit the front of the toilet.
Yeah, if you're in a small bathroom like this, guys, obviously you're gonna have a shower door swinging out. The last thing you want to do is make sure your shower door over here, and your toilet's just right there. You're hitting. You've just lost everything. So be mindful of your toilet, because if you're doing this, you probably got your toilet out anyways. So be mindful of where your toilet you think it's going to end at, and try to get that wall back here to where when it swings, it doesn't hit the front of your toilet. Yeah. Also, too, if you had an old round toilet and you're going to go one of those longer oval toilets, take that into account as well too. We did a house not too long ago where the customer purchased oval toilets, and we installed it, and it clears the door by about that much. It works still, but be mindful of what's going on, guys. I think that's
That
it.
Covers
That covers the bases of it. Once you get to that point, you're ready for tile. So
and all. We'll keep taking pictures on step by step, and when we
Yeah.
get the membrane actually up and what it looks like, and so that way
yeah,
that will
we'll
go on
post
the page.
pictures as we go, so you can see what it's supposed to look like as a finished product in each step. And then also too, next week we'll go by some of the tile stores here, and we'll try to get a video done of the actual pre-made shower pans they have, and they have the seal board, seal plate here.
Curb.
They even have the curb. Thank you. They even have seats that are pre-made and things like that you just basically sit them down in place.
They're waterproofed
seal,
already. Yep.
Yep. You
And
just
you
seal the
edges and start
and
some tile.
done. Sit the tile. Yeah, it's really quick, and that would work really great if you can move your drain around. But we don't have that option here. So, all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here, and like I said, we'll continue to take pictures and sit this as we go. And we'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.